Last week we were talking about what the future holds for Ben Whittaker and the fact that he signed for Matchroom. I want to ask you, Callum, what do you make? I know you're not going to want to be overly controversial about a fighter in your weight class, but what do you make of Ben Whittaker? There's mixed emotions about whether the showboating is a good thing. I personally think character is a good thing. Whether he's at the level, and of course the hype that goes around him, and the fact that he signed for Matchroom. What do you make of all those things?
I think he's a good fighter. I think he's very talented. Obviously, Olympic silver medalist. Shows you he's got talent, he's got all the ability. I think he's got a good team around him in terms of Andy Lee, a good coach, and I think the move to Matchroom's a good move for him. I think they'll guard him, give him... A lot of times it's not how good you are, it's getting the right fight at the right time to showcase your skills and the right path to the top. I think now it's just on, can he deliver when it matters, but I do think he's got all the ingredients to do it. I think as tough as physical strength is the only thing where I think he could improve a little bit, but in terms of boxing ability and skills, I think he's got it all, and obviously he's got the flamboyant style and the showboating, which gives him a bit more of a profile. Do
you like that? Do you dislike it?
It's not for me. I wouldn't do it myself, but I get why do people do it. I think it's good for boxing, just because it's not my cup of tea in terms of for myself. I understand why people do it, and it does put people in positions, and out of all that probably Olympic team that have turned over, he's probably the biggest star out of them all because of his antics outside the ring and his showboating when he gets in the ring. So I'm not criticising it. I think it is good. It's just not something I'd do myself. But I do think he has captured the public's imagination, and fingers crossed he has.
Did we learn anything about him in the two Liam Cameron fights? Because we've kicked that around, and obviously we saw the first fight, and I'm not going to ask you to tell me whether you thought he quit or not. I'm not going to ask that.
Yeah.
But did we learn anything from the two fights? I mean, obviously the second fight, he put the record straight, and I felt that Liam Cameron was pleased to be in there and pleased to get paid for being in that second fight, more than believing he could really win. And Whittaker turned up and did the job that he should have done in the first fight.
Yeah, I just believe he done second time what he should have done first time. I think first time he learned stuff, but probably not positives. I think when it got tough, he probably looked a little bit uncomfortable, and will that happen further down his career against a bigger, better version of Liam Cameron? I think those questions will get asked, and it's how he answers them. But I think second time round he's done everything right, but like I said, I think he done what he probably should have done first time round, and there shouldn't have been two fights with Liam Cameron.
For those that haven't seen it, this is the much vaunted announcement from Matchroom about the acquisition of Ben Whittaker.
Eddie, the thing is, I don't think no one's looking out for Ben.
Just Ben, just tell me, what can I do for you?
Let me tell you, this is what you're gonna do for me. It's very personal, and it's a very important thing.
What?
Show me the money. Hey, you hear that, Eddie?
Yeah, I'll show you the money.
Not show you, show me.
Show me the money.
Show me the money.
Show me the money.
Say it with me, Eddie.
Show me the money.
Come on, Eddie, you can do better than that.
Show me the money.
Yo, I got Frank Warren on the other phone. Let me hear you say it.
Show me the money.
Yeah, louder.
Show me the money.
You gotta yell that shit, Eddie.
Show me the money.
I need to feel it, Eddie.
Show me the money.
You better yell.
Show me the money.
I love Ben Whittaker.
I love Ben Whittaker.
Do you love this black man?
I love Ben Whittaker.
I love black people.
I love black people.
Who's your mother?
You're my mother.
What are you gonna do, Eddie?
Show me the money.
Congratulations, you're now my promoter.
Okay, it is what it is. It's show business, it's entertainment. What does everyone think of that promotion? You like it?
I think it's very fitting for Ben Whittaker, for sure, because he is that guy. So, yeah, I liked it. I think we live in that world now where Ben Whittaker is a social media star. I think that comes with his persona, if you like. And, I didn't think it was a bad thing. I think that it's an interesting move going to Matchroom for Ben Whittaker because it's probably more fitting. I think that, they can give him the opportunity that he maybe needs. And... yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how he develops.
I liked it. I normally can't stand all that cringy stuff, but actually
it's clever, wasn't it?
Very clever.
I thought it was clever.
Very clever. The Jerry Maguire link up, and what a film as well, by the way. But
I seen Eddie say, it was Ben's idea. I think.
You saw that, yeah.
He's a smart guy.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you a question. How big a blow do you think that is for boxer?
Well, I think
he was their star, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, and I was always under the impression from Ben that was taken care of. Now, obviously, the loss of the Sky contract probably has speeded up people's perspectives. I don't know. I mean, there's loyalty in life, isn't there? And there's misplaced loyalty. There's an element of, I kind of said that boxer had unearthed a talent in Ben Whittaker.
Yeah.
Now, that's probably a bit of a misspeak, because what I actually meant was they saw the vision, they patronised the vision, and they gave it an opportunity. And of course, if you've got this potential star that divides opinions, because there's only one thing worse than dividing opinions. People have no fucking opinion on you.
Yeah.
Right? So he divides an opinion, which creates an energy around him. So of course, with Boxer losing their Sky contract, the next cab off the rank is their star fighter goes. So I'm imagining it's a blow. I don't think Ben Whittaker was particularly happy about it.
No.
But it's the nature of the beast, isn't it? He's going to have to go again and find a different star.
I certainly don't think that Eddie and Frank will be on Ben's Christmas list anytime soon, do you?
What do you think about Ben being on BBC, though? Do you think he
it's-
missed the boat there?
Listen, I think it's a good thing for him to be on BBC. I think that because he's...
I mean Ben Whittaker.
Yeah, Ben
having Ben Whittaker on BBC would
have been a good
for
thing,
them,
for sure.
Would have
because
been massive, I think.
He's a self-publicist. He does his own stuff on social media, and he's got, he does well there. So I think going out to the wider audience would have been a good thing for sure.
So as soon as I heard that announcement, you think Ben Whittaker BBC, it's a perfect
so that's
match.
why I thought it was a done deal. I really did. I thought I was very surprised to see it not being done. But I think that he's been offered good money to go with Eddie, and Eddie will obviously give him the opportunity he needs, and that's also a match made in heaven.
Very good place.
It's one of those ones. It was a tough one to work out, tough one to gauge. But I was surprised actually that he'd gone, because I thought that him and Ben were pretty much close to sealing the deal.
Before we finish the show, I want to talk about Boots Ennis and the performance he put out on the weekend. I mean, he is a special fighter, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, fights in this Philly shell with that particular style. It has a certain way of looking, but listen, class operator.
Class operator. I mean, Lima was a guy. All right, he'd been beaten by Aaron McKenna, and we saw him. But all we saw was a tough kid that can hit a little bit. But it was the manner in the way that Boots dispatched him in that opening round, switching from orthodox to southpaw. He boxes equally as well, both ways. And I think a move up to 154, by the way, was a good move for him. He looked strong, and he's going to be a tough one to beat. I know there's talk of him and Virgil Ortiz next, which will be a great fight, but off that back of that performance, he's going to be a tough guy to beat. Sure.
Do you think the talk of Crawford's a bit soon, though?
Very soon. Of course it is. And I don't think that fight will materialise.
I'm not taking away from Boots Ennis whatsoever. I think he's an unbelievable fighter. I think he's a talent, but I think there's no real rush with him at the moment. The Ortiz fight's a great fight, by the way. I think it's a brilliant fight.
Yeah.
I mean, there was an opportunity for Boots Ennis to fight Terence Crawford a while ago, wasn't there? And Crawford didn't take that fight, did he?
No, I think that Crawford at the time would probably felt that Boots Ennis wasn't...
I'm on a different direction.
Yeah. He wasn't...
There's no influence there that he done the fight, by the way. That wasn't the point I was making.
Like, risk versus reward. Boots Ennis, you're not going near that. You've got to build your own profile. Let's get to that stage where we can demand 100 million quid each off the back of it or whatever. Boots is now starting to make ground up, but Terence Crawford is probably at the stage of his career where, what's he got, one fight left, maybe 2 fights left? So we might be in that little crossover thing, like what we had with Froch and Calzaghe and stuff like that, where you go, you're too dangerous for me, I don't need you right now,
Plus, I don't think you see Crawford go back to 154 either. I think he'll do 160.
How good is this Boots Ennis?
He's good. I've been a fan of him for a while. I think he's a very good fighter. I remember saying it was him and Ortiz who were going to take over after Crawford and Spence at 147, and obviously they both moved to 154, but I think they do the same. I think they both collect the belts between each other, and they'll hopefully eventually fight for undisputed. But yeah, he's a really good fighter. I think the weekend just highlighted how good he is, and I think the move up has done him good. I think he's a bit more spiteful at this weight division. I do think the weight was starting to hurt him, but yeah, as a boxing fan, I'd love to see the Ortiz fight. I think he's a very good fighter as well.
Agree. Right, that's it for episode 142 of Talk Boxing. Simon Jordan, Spencer Oliver, Paul Smith and Callum Smith. We'll see you guys next time we're out.